Looks like our first one's going to be Joey Hauser. I'll take questions for Joey. There you are. All right, we'll get started with questions for Joey. Our first one, we'll go to Lindsey Huddleston.
Hey, Joey, I know it was a tough night. Can you describe what it was like in the arena? I know there are no fans there, but it is a rivalry game in Chrysler Arena. What was that experience like going in there and playing the game tonight?
Yeah, this is my first time playing this rival game. So, you know, there was a lot of kind of just extra kind of chip on our shoulders to really come out and compete. And we kind of let ourselves down a little bit and didn't do the things that we planned on doing. But the good thing is we get a crack at them again Sunday.
All right, thank you.
Next question, we'll go to Larry Lage.
What do you think was the difference tonight? Why was Michigan able to do what they did? Basically, what do you think the key was looking back?
You know, we had about, I think it was like 7 or 5 points there in the first half. There might have been a loose ball or something. There was a free throw cutout that we missed. But really, we didn't shoot the ball well. Defensively, we thought we did pretty decent job tonight. A couple of screens that we screwed up on and made some shots, but we got to shoot the ball better and get the ball moving more on offense to get our guys some open looks and some kick out threes and open drives.
Next, we'll go to Chris Solari.
Joe, you mentioned that play at the beginning of the second half there. What can you kind of break down what happened there in the breakdown and that run that they went on? I mean, what did you guys feel the legs going a little bit there?
Which play are you talking about?
The cutout early in the half where they got that loose ball because you guys had scored 4 in a row right
there. Yeah, you know, that's something that we cover every day, and it's not just a cutout that you miss. It's really a momentum changer. I'm not sure if they scored on it or not, but that's a turn of 3 or 4 points right there that can really change the momentum of the game, and it did tonight.
Was there a point in the second half where you kind of maybe felt the legs going a little bit after this stretch of games?
I mean, everybody's been playing tons of games, so there's really no excuses. You know, we've been taking. We've done a lot of treatment, a lot of stuff to stay off our legs in order to prepare for games, a lot of film watching. So I think, maybe like Aaron and Josh are playing heavy minutes. Those guys, their legs might be a little bit more tired. So the guys who are not playing as many minutes got to step up and fill in those shoes.
Our last question for Joey comes from Sarah Tidwell.
Solari already asked my question, sorry.
Okay, Joey, that's all we have for you. Appreciate your time.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Okay, yes, it's
All right, at this time, we're joined by Coach Izzo. Coach, if you want to start with an opening thought.
Yeah, I'm very disappointed in the way we played. I thought our guard play was very poor early. We got in a little bit of foul trouble with with Malik. We were playing okay when Aaron, I didn't see these flagrant fouls. I mean, there's more stoppage right now in a game. It's no fun to even play the games. It's hook and holds, it's stoppage. I'm not saying right, wrong, or indifferent, but there was a lot of Aaron's call, when he's going up for a shot and he gets hit, and I didn't see it. So, but that changed the game too. We were, going to the free throw line. We were 3 minutes left, and all of a sudden, hit a couple of baskets, and then you're down 11. Then we start out the second half. And 2 big stops, 2 big baskets, balls on the floor. We didn't dive after it, in my humble opinion. They get a 3, and then it went downhill. So they played pretty good. We did not play very good. So we got some work to do. I'm looking forward to Sunday. That's it.
All right, our first question will go to Larry Lage.
Tom, you addressed what I was going to ask about, that loose ball when the game was, they're competitive. How much does that bother you, an effort-related play that wasn't executed, I guess?
I'll just say you've known me for 30 years. You figure it out and write it what you want to write.
Our next question will go to Brendan at the Impact.
Hey, Tom, I know you already talked about it a little bit, but that foul on Aaron Henry, would you say that was the turning point in the game for your team mentally?
Well, I'll be honest with you, it shouldn't have been. It was a big call because it put him on the bench. I did not see it, so I have no idea. I mean, you guys all saw it replayed. I mean, I did not see it. So, was it a right call, wrong call? I don't know. Was it a turning point? It was a big play. So let's just say that. And if it was the right call, it was still a big play. I would agree with you.
Next question will go to Lindsey Huddleston.
Hey, Tom, Joey mentioned looking forward to Sunday. You did too. Is this an opportunity to finally rely on that AAU culture of playing the team again real soon that can give you some get back the way you want?
I love you, Lindsey. Don't ever address me with AAU culture, okay? I have no interest in that. Address me with NBA culture of playing back-to-back. I have no interest in any other basketball. There's too much of that going on right now. So I'm interested in getting another shot at them. And they played well, beat us fair and square. I thought it was it was a strange game and a lot of weird calls, a lot of hook and holds. And until I see the film, I don't know what's right or wrong. There were some changing plays that we didn't make that I thought make a difference. Give them credit. They played well.
Duly noted. Appreciate that.
Next question will go to Chris Solari.
Hey, Tom, you mentioned it kind of getting away there after that one play, that loose ball. You guys had a little bit of momentum coming out of halftime. I guess when you saw it going away there, what do you think were the biggest culprits? I mean, did it look like dead legs, shots short, effort related? What did you think in that big stretch that they put it away was the biggest thing?
A lot of those things are all culprits, but it's hard to have effort related things coming right out of halftime because you should be a little bit fresher. But I don't know. There's no excuses for that. I think as it went longer and I tried to, had to make sure I get some guys out of there. But no, it was I don't think it was any fatigue stuff. I think it was more, unless maybe some of the effort is caused by fatigue. But I didn't think those couple of plays that are maybe Michigan State lore, when those didn't happen, I thought we got in foul trouble. We got Aaron a little frustrated, and he's been playing so good. So we'll bounce back. We've been here before a lot this year.
As a follow to that, you mentioned about you get an extra day in there. How do you deal with them over these 2 days now to try and heal and mend for that?
I don't think I'm going to worry about healing. I think I'm going to worry about practicing. So at least one day I'll get to practice here. Spend one day in about 2 weeks, and we need it. That's not all their fault. But, I thought we were really prepared. I liked it. I got to admit, we didn't do some of the things we said we were going to do on some ball screens and that. That was individual players just kind of maybe not getting enough reps at it. So we'll try to fix those things and do a little better job. I think we felt good enough that we played good enough in stretches, and we think we know why things went awry, and we'll keep that between me and my team, and then we'll go from there.
All right, next question is from Kyle Austin.
Tom, Josh, 2 for 10 tonight. Just wondering how you kind of thought he looked physically. I know you kind of thought he was really gassed the other night. And do you have to think how you kind of manage him going forward now?
Josh is okay. I mean, he's okay. They did a good job on him. It was a little bit of rough going, but we didn't run the stuff that we wanted to run. And that wasn't all Josh's fault. So we'll get Josh back on normal. He was great. I mean, after the game, tired. I mean, he's going to be tired, but he wasn't dying or anything. Legs weren't gone. He missed a couple good shots. A lot of people miss good shots. And, I got no problem with Josh and Aaron, none whatsoever.
All right, we have 2 final questions for Coach. We'll start with Stoney.
Yeah, Coach. A couple of things. First, Aaron, it looked like he was so good in the first half. Do you think the team was depending on him maybe too much? It was almost like him against Michigan, basically 1 against 5.
Yeah, I'd say that he got into that a little bit. We got into that a little bit. Sometimes, when I got to put him at the point, that people wonder why I don't want to play him or Josh. It wears you down to play that position if you play it right. And, he did play well the first half until he got in that, whatever. And did anybody see it? What was it? Do you know what happened? Hard to say.
Yeah, it looked like he was going up and he elbowed, but it was definitely non-intentional. It could have gone either way.
No, Aaron's never done that in a million years.
It was, and then on a broader question, because the first half particularly, both teams, no flow in the game. It seems like the officiating just tries to take over, and it's a boring watch. I mean, they could complain, you could complain, but from the broader spectrum from college basketball, it's bad. It's got to stop.
Boy, did we just elect the president? Because if we didn't, I got Stoney for president. You know what? I'm dead serious. I agree with that. I agree with it. Me watching games. I mean, I watch a million games. And we've got so much stuff. We got that circle in there. You jump up and it's this. You got hook and hold. There's no flow to any game. I couldn't agree with you more. But that's maybe not the officials' fault. Maybe it's the rules committee. But, there's no flow to anything. Hooray for you. Plus, if you say it, no fine. If I say it, although then again, who cares?
You don't have to worry. I'm not running for president. Thank you.
Our last question, we'll go to Stephen Brooks.
Hey, Tom, when you look at 3 straight games, you guys have shot in 30% overall. Is there any pattern there, I guess, that you're noticing in those 3, these past 3, or has each been kind of its own case?
I don't know. The 3 before that, we averaged 50%, I mean, are we wearing down a little bit? Maybe. Are we, not making shots? I mean, it's really, really difficult when our best shooters are having to be our playmakers. And so we've had some problems there that will get straightened out, I think. But I don't know. That's a good question. I don't think it was a lack of, I didn't think we took a lot of bad shots. I thought we missed some good shots in the first half. And, they missed some shots too. And so second half, we missed more shots and they made some shots. And that was the difference in the game.
Thank you.
All right, Coach. Appreciate your time.
Thanks, guys.
All right, we're going to be joined by Julius Marble here. He's going to be our final player this evening. We'll take questions for Julius in the chat. We'll start with Chris Solari. Chris, are you there? You're on mute.
Yes, sorry. Dickinson had a couple stretches where he really took over the game, and then there were points where you guys kind of took him out of the game. I guess what was the difference in the paint for you guys when you were having some success against him?
I mean, Dixon's a great player. We were trying to get him out of spots as much as possible.
not trying to let him get anything easy. And the stretches where he got some buckets and got going a little bit was because we let him, get in there too easy, or if it was off a putback and stuff like that. So we were just trying our best to make it uncomfortable for him. But as you say, he got a couple stretches where he scored a little bit.
And as a follow to that, their guards also early in the game were getting in and scoring in the paint. What was that? Was there help breakdowns? Was it just blow-bys? What caused that?
You read the question?
Their guards early in the game got into the paint and were scoring inside. Was that blow-bys? Was it help defense? What needed to change there to prevent that?
It was a little bit of the defense, a little bit of help defense. We got to get in there a little bit more and pack it in. Early on, they did a lot of ball screens, so it was our job to not let them get too far down into the paint, but the guard had to come and help get back. We adjusted it a little bit, so it wasn't as bad, but that's what kind of got us beat in the first half a little bit.
All right, our next question will go to Brendan at the Impact.
I'm all good. I had the same question as Solari about Dickinson.
All right, we'll go to Jane at the State News.
Hi, I was just wondering if you could comment a little bit on the heart behind this game, and maybe when you guys fell behind, was it a little bit more frustrating to fall behind in this arena against this team than it has been in previous games this year?
I mean, for me, it's always, it's always going to piss me off to be down, 20 to a team that we feel like we can beat. It means a lot more because it's Michigan, but I mean, I feel a little pissed off every time that we're down. So, I felt bad. Yeah.
Thanks.
Next, we'll go to Audrey Dahlgren.
Hey, Julius, what do you think that you guys learned tonight in order to be more balanced offensively come Sunday against a team like Michigan, considering Aaron kind of shouldered a lot of that throughout the game?
We learned a lot about the little things, making sure we, in the right spots, going to our plays a little bit faster, execute a little bit better. I feel like we didn't execute as well tonight. Obviously, with the score that we had, we didn't for the most part. And, if we do that, we execute a little bit better and get in the right spots and get the shots that we need to get, that'll help.
All right, thank you.
Time for a couple more. We'll start with Rico Cooney.
Hey, I just want to go off kind of what Audrey was talking about. How do you, in the next couple days, get yourselves in a better offensive flow to go up against Michigan after facing them and seeing what they do defensively?
We got to go watch the film. We watch the film, see where we messed up offensively, and we, adjust that way. We have a great coaching staff, and they'll figure out which ways we can hurt them. I felt like we had a good game plan going in. I don't think we executed that well. We didn't get in our spots where we need to get in our spots. We didn't run the plays the way they should have been ran. So that, that attributed to our offensive, performance tonight.
So this is more about execution, you think?
Yeah, it's more about execution. We're going to watch the film and see where, we had certain drives available or certain passes, the guys that are leaking out for threes and stuff. So we'll watch it and we'll come back better.
All right. Thank you.
Next, we'll go to Graham Couch.
Hey, Julius, you mentioned the idea of a team you think you can beat. And I'm wondering what tonight gave you reason for hope? Like, were there moments where you go, this is something we can get against them, or things that make you think this ought to be a competitive game when you play them?
Well, I mean, towards the end of the first half, we were with a couple minutes left. We were down 7. I was in the game, and we were going on a little bit of a run. Calls didn't go our way, and we, instead of us, buckling down a little bit, we let them get up to a 10, 11-point lead. And a little bit in the second half too. We came out, scored a couple buckets in the first couple minutes, and then it just, it got out of hand. If we're able to execute better, then, we'll be able to win.
All right, we'll wrap up with a question from Brandon at ABC 12.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask, even though it's a loss, what's the morale like in the locker room knowing that you guys get to see Michigan again in a couple days?
Locker room's, ready to go back and, play them again. We felt like we could beat this team, and we do the right things, execute plays, do our job defensively, we'll be able to do that.
All right, Julius, that's all we have for you tonight. Thanks for your time.
All right, thank you. You have a good night.
All right, and that's going to wrap us up here this evening. Appreciate it, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Matt.
Thanks, Matt.